Hello Scorpio, I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, I would like to warmly welcome you here at this time. Either way, I ask that you please click like, share, and subscribe. It will help with YouTube's algorithm, and that means more people will be able to see and enjoy the videos that I post. So if you can take a second to do that now, I will appreciate it very, very much. Scorpio, this is your bi-monthly reading for the first 2 weeks of July 2024. This will take you from July 1st through July 15th. This is one of my favorite readings to do for all 12 signs, so I hope you enjoy it also. In this reading, I'll be drawing one major arcana card, which will basically set the theme for you for the first 2 weeks, a core card, which will be the best mental attitude that the divine would like you to cultivate at this time or during that time period, and then a minor arcana card, which will act as your action and advice. I will then, of course, clarify those cards for you with tarot, and we'll round out the reading here with some moonology cards, some heart-based oracle cards, as well as my favorite, the tea leaf cards. As always, please remember, it is a collective general reading. It is not individualized or personalized to you, and therefore it's quite possible that the messages that come through today will not fully resonate with you. And if that's the case, it's okay. It just means it's meant for another Scorpio watching. So take what fits and leave the rest. Please don't force a message to fit if it doesn't currently align with your journey. With all that said, Scorpio, let's hop on your timeline, or at least try to give you some insight for the first 2 weeks of July 2024. What is the theme for the Scorpio collective, please, at this time? We almost had the Hierophant card come out. We'll see if that comes out again. What is the theme for the Scorpio collective for the first 2 weeks of July? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. And we have the Moon card, and bottom of the deck, the Hierophant. So the theme here for you could be to conquer fears regarding relationships, long-term relationships, higher levels of commitment, to face your fears when it comes to that, or to learn more about that. For others of you, the Hierophant could be characterizing beliefs, spiritual beliefs, deeply held beliefs that you've had perhaps since childhood, religious beliefs, political beliefs, anything that is, I want to say, firmly grounds you or is firmly rooted within you as a belief, something you don't negotiate on. Perhaps you have some fears about either learning more about that or changing your opinion. For others of you, this could be that you are finding something out about a marriage, your marriage, someone else's marriage. So we'll definitely see what tarot has for you. What is the best mental attitude for Scorpio to cultivate during the first 2 weeks regarding this situation? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Queen of Swords, the truth and nothing but the truth. Bottom of the deck, King of Wands. So I feel as if you're going to be discovering some truth regarding a situation that you were not previously aware of. Let's see, action and advice for the Scorpio collective regarding this situation. Action and advice. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Spirit. You will be receiving information that will make things very clear for you, almost like a breakthrough moment. And it will then allow you to become the King/Queen of Wands. You'll be able to be more determined when it comes to making a decision about a particular situation or relationship. Your action and advice is the Three of Cups, as well as the Six of Cups. Celebrations with friends. Action and advice is to go out and enjoy yourself, reconnect with family, reconnect with friends, reconnect with soulmates or people you have a soul bond with. Tell me more about this Moon card now for the Scorpio collective. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. The Moon card is clarified by the Knights of Pentacles, the Hangman, as well as the King of Pentacles. Some of you could be dealing with the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Bottom of the deck, Three of Wands. Right behind that, we have the Three of Swords. Now, I do have the Three of Cups here as well. Some of you could be in a situationship or a third-party relationship, regardless of where you are on that triangle. If that is your storyline, it does look like it will be exposed, or at least there will be another individual that will realize what is happening. So whether that is you or one of the other 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't know how many people are involved in your situation. It's different for everyone. But it does look like this has been a long time coming, perhaps 1 year in the making. Someone will be pausing, reflecting within the first 2 weeks, seeing something from a different perspective. I want to say connecting the dots and being able to see through see through the veil or see through what was previously hidden from them, and getting to the truth. They have right behind that, I have the Judgment card. So for those of you in a situationship, it does look like it will be exposed, or more information will be brought to the surface about that. And I think this is, for a lot of you, has been a long time coming. This will help you what you don't see coming, how to better move forward past the pain or of this situation. And this doesn't necessarily mean this is your Three of Swords. Again, if you're in a situationship, this could be any of the other parties involved as well, but it does usher in for you new love, particularly more love for yourself, and then an entirely new beginning. And wow, are you off to the races after that with the Fool card and the Chariot card. So I'll clarify this more for you, Scorpio, but it does look like there is a secret regarding a relationship, possibly a marriage, that is coming to the surface within the first 2 weeks of July. For others of you where this is not a situationship, you could be discovering something new about a boss or a higher up at work. This could be someone you have had disagreements with in the past, perhaps for up to the last year. You'll be able to see things from their perspective. Something is being, I keep hearing revealed. So something perhaps you didn't know about this person, or maybe why they were being so difficult to you in the past, or why it took them so long to warm up to you. Something will be revealed to you in that respect, and I believe will bring you closer to this individual. The Hierophant to the Judgment card, it's like almost bringing I don't want to call it a toxic work relationship, but changing the relationship, if you will, with that Judgment card, rebirthing it into something new. So better collaboration, you possibly becoming a mentor for that individual, the King of Pentacles to the Knight of Pentacles, or the Knight, or, you know, depending on who you are, that person could become a better mentor to you, or you to them, because of some newfound information, some new enlightenment that will occur. So take this all how it resonates for you. That's a pretty cut and dry one in terms of like whether it's in your professional or your personal life. This could be something you're discovering about a friend, and it brings you closer to that friend. But in terms of that third party / situationship, that I do want to get more information for you on. So if this is for those in a third party situation where information or secrets will be revealed, this could be happening right around that new moon in Cancer on July 5th. So there could be a revealing at that time. Tell me more about this for those individuals in that situation. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. If you are in that situation, we have the Star card to the Lovers card, and then Temperance. Wow, 3 major arcana cards when I asked. In the bottom of the deck, the Ace of Swords. So if you are in a situationship, regardless of where you are in that triangle, the truth is being exposed. Someone is either admitting it or someone is getting caught. It'll be different for each of you. However, what it does do is it pushes, I shouldn't say that, thank you, Spirit, not pushes. It will foster healing for all of the individuals involved in the connection. But whomever was the one juggling multiple people, it will almost push them, if you will, to making a decision here with that Lovers card, Lovers being the original choice card in tarot. Whatever the decision is that is made, it will balance out the entire situation for all parties involved. Right behind the Ace of Swords, we have the Nine of Pentacles, as well as the Wheel of Fortune. So this does end up being a very good thing, I want to say, for all 3 parties, even for the individual who might have some heartbreak from it, and it'll be different for each of you, but there is balance restored to this connection, and it does allow a lot of healing to usher in to all of the parties involved. So some big secret is coming out. You're either learning something about an individual at work that you have had past disagreements with, and this will actually help the 2 of you come closer to work together. This could also apply in respect to a family member or a friend, where you're learning something about them. Something is being revealed or uncovered, and it will bring the 2 of you together or strengthen your bond with one another. For others of you in a third party or some sort of situationship, the truth is revealed here. I do see that either this has been a long time coming, perhaps 1 year in the making. For some of you, the individual, I'll call them, I don't want to call them the victim, because that just immediately means that like you or the other person is wrong or guilty or something like that. The person who has been betrayed, for some of you, they are the ones who are discovering this. They're kind of sitting back and trying to connect the dots and realizing stories aren't adding up, and they discover it. And for others of you, the person who is the cheater, let's say, is actually just coming clean. It's almost like they need to, I don't want to say atone for their sins, but Ace of Swords to the Hierophant card is, it's almost like having to atone for their sins. Like they can't take the guilt anymore, or they can't deal with the stress of it anymore, and they just want to come clean. They don't want to live a shadow life under that Moon card. So it'll be different for each of you. Take that all how it resonates. If you're in that situation, it does look like there's a massive decision and healing which will begin to occur within the first 2 weeks of July, and that will act to balance out the situation. Queen of Swords to the King of Wands. Whatever this information is that you are about to find out about a particular individual or situation, it will be the truth and nothing but the truth. That truth will set you free in respect to being able to make better decisions for your life moving forward, whether it's finding another job, another place to live, reconnecting with family. It just will empower you as the King of Wands. It's almost like the truth will set you free. That doesn't mean that your connection is ending or your job is ending or anything like that. It's just that the truth will set you free. You will be able to make better and wiser decisions. At least that's the best mental attitude that the divine wants you to cultivate, is okay, now I know the truth. Next step, what do I do? What do I do with it? And it just means that you'll be better able to make decisions now on how to move forward with whatever this is. Tell me more about this Queen of Swords for the best mental attitude that Scorpio needs to cultivate. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. I just heard the truth will set you free. The World card, further clarified by the Page of Pentacles and the Magician. This will allow you, bottom of the deck, we have Seven of Swords to the Five of Cups to the Ten of Cups. Someone is definitely walking away from some sort of long-term relationship or marriage. This could have been a circumstance of unrequited love, where someone was perpetually apologizing or trying to get back into someone's good graces, and the other person was just not having it for whatever reason, whether they felt they were being tricked or betrayed or cheated upon. But it does look like someone is putting if that's your situation, that is coming to and someone is walking away from that with this newfound truth. Now that they're able to close the cycle, and I want to say go out on an expedition of sorts with their life now about where do I want to plant this seed, where do I want to begin again, because the world is your oyster. You have the Magician card here, which is the Alchemist for me of tarot. I know a lot of people say Temperance is, but for me it's always the Magician. They have all the tools and resources they need to manifest and create the life they want, their fantasies into realities, if you will. So I feel like this newfound truth, regardless of what situation this is, or if it's a situationship, what point on the triangle, let's say you are, it helps you to start a whole new prosperous chapter of your life, where it's almost like you can manifest anything that you want now. Like it's almost like the world is your oyster. You'll be able to create the life you want. Three of Cups. Tell me more about the Three of Cups here. So your action and advice is to celebrate in small groups, right? Three of Cups only has 3 people on it, so maybe don't tell too many people about what it is here that's being exposed, or the information you find out about. Only tell people very close to you. Six of Cups, people you grew up with, family, people that you really, really trust. Right behind the Six of Cups is the Nine of Wands. It's like you're really going to have to defend this information, whatever it is, so a lot of people don't find out about it too soon. Tell me more about the Three of Cups. One more shuffle here, please, Anne. Thank you. 10 of Wands, 7 of Swords again, and the Empress card. Bottom of the deck, King of Wands. Now have 2 King of Wands. I think you will be smart about this. I think you will be very stealth, and because this is going to be very burdensome for whomever is either being left behind, or if there's some sort of confession of guilt. You know, it's going to be a very burdensome situation. I think that you will be very stealth and strategic like way on how to move forward to tell somebody this information. With this King of Swords, it's like you're becoming the communicative leader. I know that's not a communication card, but that's the message that I'm receiving, because swords for me are communication. So this could be someone moving in a very stealth and strategic like way to share knowledge of what they know. But if you see in the card, they're not telling everything they know, right? They know 7 swords. They're only like sharing 4 swords, if you will, or they're keeping 4 swords to themselves and only leaving 3 swords behind. The original meaning of the card is this is an individual who had everything taken from them by a king or queen, emperor, empress. They're now trying to sneak back in to steal what was originally theirs, and so they have to do it in a very stealth or strategic like way. Unfortunately, over the years, that rolled into the definition of betrayal and deception and lies, and it is in a way, because that's what this gentleman had to do in order to get back into the kingdom or castle to try to retrieve their items, right? This had to be an individual that had the ability to be an imposter, if you will, and be something that they aren't, but the original intent was to reclaim items that were originally his in the card. So I feel like you will be very stealth and strategic like about who you share this burdensome information with. For some of you, only going to one person, like a parental figure or something like that. For others of you, I'll give you an example. Let's say you were the mistress and your person is leaving this marriage situation because things blow up on them. Either they confess out of guilt or their partner catches them. They could be moving in a very stealth and strategic like way to communicate that to you, to let you know, like, this is what's happening. These are the burdens I now have to deal with because this behavior that I did came out. And they might not tell you the whole story. Again, you might only get 4 swords instead of 7. You might only get part of the communication. So whether you're the one, if you're receiving this information, it's like you're not really getting the full story, but if you're the one disseminating it, the action and advice here is for you not to tell everyone everything. Like, it's literally looking at 3 to 6 people here, and it's not even 3 to 6 people, because on the 6 of Cups card there's only 2 people. So it's almost like keep this between 2 or 3 people, very small group, need to know about what is transpiring here. Let's get some Moonology cards. Very interesting reading, Scorpio. I was not expecting this for you at all, but if this is what wanted to come out for the collective, here you are. Any Moonology card messages now. Moonology messages for the Scorpio collective regarding this particular situation. Thank you. Thank you. Anything else for them? Thank you. Bottom of the deck, don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. Excuse me. You're very close to achieving your goal. You also have a time to give rather than take. And a personal issue reaches resolution. Yeah, I think this card is resonating the most for me out of this message, because it's like you've had a conflict with an individual, or there's been a conflict surrounding some particular situationship or relationship in your life. You're discovering information. Like I said, it does bring you closer to the person, so it does balance out your relationship with this person. So it's like once this secret is either disclosed or revealed by the individual themselves, it's like, oh, now we can heal, now we can move forward, now we can close out this old chapter and, you know, move forward, plant a new seed, see how we can bring all of our resources together to, I want to say, like, chart a new course together, something like that. Final messages now for Scorpio, and then we'll do your tea leaf cards. But whatever you do with this information, tell very, very few people. Very few people need to know about this. Tell me more about this situation for Scorpio. Thank you. Thank you. Please and thank you. Scorpio, bottom of the deck, we have relax. There's plenty of time to do and achieve all you desire. Place your hands gently on your heart and allow your breath to guide you to a quiet space within. Imagine yourself bathed in golden light, flowing from the eternal heart of God. I, your guardian angel, am with you. I do think this is going to be a shock when this happens. So, yeah, definitely, like, relax. Here's the card of an acceptance. There is nothing about you that you need to fix. Reclaim the disowned parts of you that yearn for love and acceptance. You are beautiful just as you are. I think that's just a beautiful little extra message there for you, Scorpio. And your final card here is balance. I did say balance is being restored to the situation. Difference is a necessary part of human evolution, and everything in life is comprised of opposites, which together make life whole. If you light a candle in a room already flooded with light, the light of your candle would be indistinguishable from the light which already exists. Because of darkness, we are able to perceive light. Both are necessary. So there is balance coming to a situation that has been very imbalanced. I almost want to say unfair to you. There is like a course correction here by the divine with these three major arcana cards in your favor, and this will allow you to move forward, really manifest and create the life that you've always wanted. I like this very, very much for you, Scorpio. I do. Final messages now for the Scorpio collective. Thank you. 4-leaf clover, great good fortune. Door, opportunities are waiting for you. Yeah, absolutely. Because that world card is like one door closes, a new door is going to open. Anything, thank you. Anything else for the Scorpio? Yep, triumph over troubles and obstacles. I'll grab that card in a second. Any other messages for Scorpio? Thank you. Final messages for you. Thank you very, very much. All right. Bottom of the deck, you have Horseshoe, good luck. One of the first cards I saw was the 4-leaf clover here that also said good luck. So I do feel like this is, whatever decision this is, it is in your favor. With the eagle here, you do have triumph over obstacles, over troubles and obstacles. So again, this is like your third good luck card. It does say finger here, warning you of a problem either now or in the future. So if you're in that situationship, you could experience some backlash from it. That's perhaps why you can only tell, you know, a couple of people. You do have here a mountain, major challenge to overcome. Again, keep your circle small when it comes to this. You also have opportunities are waiting for you, and I really believe that, especially with that world card there. Let's see what all your other cards here are. Let's flip them over for you. You have there is an end to, with the casket card, don't panic. It just means that there's going to be an end to a particular situation. I do think, like I said, with these three good luck cards, it is in your favor. Lightning, control your anger or you will be sorry. We do have two King of Wand cards here. The Wands are, you know, fire energy. It's possible that as people find out about whatever this is, you might become very defensive. 7 of Swords to 10 of Wands, wanting to defend the burden or wanting to defend why this happened or how it happens or your role in it. And I would really say to just kind of temper. You don't really need to apologize or explain anything to anyone, particularly if it's like a situationship. Mule, someone's extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Again, I would keep the circle small on who you're sharing personal information with, and that will help you avoid those types of people. You have Hammock, taking a vacation physically or mentally. Good advice from a wise person. And then Broom, new home, new attitude. I had told you it's like new life. So for some of you, this news ushers in moving in with someone, them moving in with you, buying a new home, finding a new apartment, or at least planning for that in the future. So, or maybe even getting your house ready for house guests or, you know, something like that. So very good reading for you. I was not expecting this at all. Some new information coming out in the first 2 weeks, which will bring you a lot closer to someone in your life. And just keep your circle small. That's really it. It's a very simple reading for you, Scorpio, but an extremely positive one, ending with 3 good luck cards there at the end. So I'm really happy for you. If you like this message, if it resonates with you, or you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.